Hi, I'm Satyendra, your IELTS trainer, and today we're going to start with question types of reading module. And the first one is matching the headings. This question type actually has given nightmares to students. The reason for that is, well, you will see by yourself, right? So the matching heading question type is most common one among with true or false not given. In this question type, what you get to see is a passage. Like all reading question types we have discussed in the video before this. So you can watch the video if you have no idea what happens in IELTS reading. You gotta read a passage, and from that passage, which is full of paragraphs of course, you have to understand information, you have to concise it, and you have to provide a title or heading for each paragraph. So let me just visually show you, try to show you visually. So we have here a single paragraph, one more, 3 and 4. Like this, these are on the different pages, and we have some headings. Now, what is the heading for this one? We don't know. They have given A, B, C, and D. And we have some headings, right? Your task is to match these headings with the paragraphs here. Like for example, this heading is matching this one. So I will call maybe this one as B, this one as C. I think you got my point, right? So the question will be, let's say number 12, 13, 14, and 15, which will be paragraph A, paragraph B, which is this one, which is the next one. So this is how the question of heading works. If I show you an example, it will be much better, right? So which is the next one. Now in this example, I couldn't fit too many paragraphs in one go because you have to read from the screen itself. So don't underestimate this, that this will be the same one you'll in the exam or similar one. In exam, you will get such paragraphs, which I'm showing here. This is a single paragraph here, okay? In exam, you might get almost 5 to 6 like these, and you have to, and there'll be a here A or B, and you'll be asked question, which is matching. Your task is to match paragraph A, which is the whole one, with any of these. So answer is just one of them. I hope you understand what I mean by that. Yeah, let me clear it up first for you. Okay, so your task, you understand now, right? That you have to match the heading from the right side to the passage on the left side. Okay, I'll give you not more than 1.5 minutes. Right? I'll continue the video without saying anything, and you can solve it. Good luck. Okay, I'm back. And let's see if you got it or not. Yeah, the answer for this one is the last one, that is number 3. A proposal to take control away from the driver. You might have given the right answer or incorrect answer. It's all right. Remember, after you understand the pointers and you do it again, you can recognize your mistakes as well as understand, oh, why didn't I go for this one? It's obvious, right? So the pointers or the tips are, number 1, always solve this type first. This kind of questions you should always solve first. You must be thinking why. Remember, when we have huge paragraphs, even passages, even in general training or academic, you have other questions attached to it. So let's say this is paragraph 1, 2, 3, 4, and we have question 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 based on headings. And then we have question 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 for blanks. And then we have some more. There will be 13 questions in each section, 13 to 14. In reading, in academic, and in general training, in last section, they will have same 13, 14. If I'm reading all the paragraphs, you got to get all the information what is happening inside, right? In other question types, we don't read everything. But in this question type, you have to read everything, like all the details. Now, if you have read all the paragraphs or the whole passage you have read, you can definitely guess where the answer lies in blanks and other question types. This is like a boon for you. You don't have to read again. I hope you're understanding what I'm saying. So if you're getting this kind of paragraph question, a heading question, don't be scared. In fact, this is nice. They are nice to you if they include other question types. Okay. Second one, this is the only question part or question type where we read the paragraph first. Now, what is the meaning of reading the paragraph first? I have, let's say, 4 paragraphs to read from in the whole passage. And we have some questions like blanks. Now, if you look at blanks, I am definitely not going to read the paragraphs first because they don't make any sense. I'm wasting my time. So what I will do is I'll read the blank first and try to find specific information from the paragraph or any other paragraph, 1 or 2. Appropriately, you'll find the answer. But in this type, think about it. If I read the options or the headings, I have to match how many paragraphs? 4. I match this one, it doesn't work. I match second one, it doesn't work. Maybe it does. Then, I go on like a counter. Then I go to the next one, next heading, and try to match with everyone. This is gonna, waste a lot of time of yours. If you read one single paragraph, how many headings do you have to read? These are like few words. Heading 1, 2, 3. Oh, this one connects. Next one. So always read the paragraph first, only in this kind of question. Please never read the paragraph first. I am not encouraging you to read the whole story. I'm encouraging you to read only certain other questions, just a question first and then paragraph. But in this one, please remember, paragraph first. I can't emphasize more, paragraph first. See, this is what I mean. This is an exception. It doesn't happen every day. In every question, we have almost 7 to 8 kind of question types. Total question types. We never do this. We never read the paragraph first. In fact, we always make sure that we never read the paragraph first. But here, we make sure we do that. You understand what my point is, right? I hope so. If not, please comment or ask in my email ID. Yeah. Moreover, we have to understand the theme of the paragraph. What I mean by theme of the paragraph is, you'll understand in a while, and I'm giving an example. Let's say I'm trying to write a paragraph about me or myself, right? And I say this sentence. I wake up at 6 in the morning and go for the gym at 6:30, right? Now, if I ask you, what is this paragraph about? Go ahead, you can start your guesses. Most of you will guess about my daily schedule because I started this way. So you'll talk about my daily routine maybe, or you'll talk about my schedule. So the paragraph is about this. See, what can happen is in the next sentence, I can add something in a way that you can't even guess that, right? What I mean is, I'm going to just talk about gym, and notice that I wake up at 6 in the morning and go for the gym at 6:30. I reach the gym at 7 and we have a small chit chat till 7:30 with my friend. After this, what I do is generally have some bench presses and then I have some push-ups. After that, following to this, and I keep going on and keep talking about gym, what exercises I do and all those stuff. So is it about my routine or schedule? Of course not. It's about the gym. It's about how much I love exercises, right? And how much I love doing it. So you might be thinking, oh, this sentence gave me all the information. No. In paragraphs, what gives you the information is the glue or the connecting information. Like for example, the first sentence talked about this. There was something called gym, but you thought of all other things. Then can I send the next paragraph sentence to you? Then what do you think is, okay, he wasn't talking about routine. He was talking about his gym. And next to that, again, gym. This is called the glue or connecting information. This provides you more, detailed description of the paragraph rather than just single sentence. Yes, this is called theme of the paragraph, right? Now, last one, headings. Headings are really important. What are the meaning of headings? See, what we do is we try to justify each word of the heading with the paragraph. We never do single word justification. So let me show you what we have done earlier. How different, let's see just a heading. We have written the solution here. How different countries have dealt with traffic congestion. We can't just look at countries or dealt or traffic congestion. We try to look at how different countries have dealt with traffic congestion. We just can't look at traffic congestion. Second one, the impact of driver behavior on traffic speed. So not just driver behavior, but where on traffic speed. You're understanding my point. When you're searching for this information, you cannot just look at one or two words. You have to read, you have to understand the other words which can create a difference in your answer. And last one, a proposal to take control away from the driver. Now, there are three things here in this kind of question. The first one is the proposal itself. For what? To take control away from the driver. So, a proposal that takes control away from the driver. Three different things. You can't just look into control away from driver. It has to be a proposal. Right. The last, I would say, which I have not mentioned here, but I would like to. These words might not be exactly there. That there is a control away. They have mentioned the word control away in the passage itself. You see, coincidentally, the proposal is mentioned here. Right. But they have never mentioned control away. They have never mentioned anything apart from that. Right. What I mean is they might change the wordings. They might paraphrase it. They might create their own language. Your task is to understand the language and then proceed. You have to read the whole thing. What they're testing here is how to concise information. Concise means shorten the information. The problem with this kind of thing is, what we generally do is we try to listen or try to read and try to get our own perspective of it rather than putting their point in first. I think I'm making sense in this. When you read it, try to explain it to yourself. What did you read? If you didn't, you might have two kinds of problems. First one could be you have language issue. That means you can't understand language. Second could be that you are really quick to judge things. You read something and you think of it, okay, I know the answer. This used to happen to me, when I was in 10th or 11th grade. I used to just read a little bit and then guess the answer. It really hindered me a lot in my score. It was a trouble for me. Don't do that, please. In 10th or 11th, we had a lot of tests and I understood in the test, small tests, unit tests. But here, it's a lot on stake, okay? So I suggest you not to do it initially. In practice, of course, you can make these mistakes. Right, but in real tests, we cannot expect this. Because you have paid a lot. Second thing, there are a lot of hopes. Third, there's a lot of pressure. So this is where the practice comes in. There are many sources where you can get this, one we have described in the documents themselves. So there you can see, if you practice your way plus connect the methods we have provided here, pointers and stuff, together they will create a unique method for yourself and you can solve them. All right. And that's the end of the chapter. The tips and the tricks are actually something new which you might never thought, or you might have thought, but remember, more important is the practice. You gotta understand that without reading, without trying, without increasing the speed of reading, you cannot get to the point which you can imagine or which you can think of. You might say in theory, you might say in the air that, I am good, I can do it, but this I can is good until you try it, right? When you try it, you see, oh, these mistakes I never noticed, right? Now I do. So keep practicing. This is gonna help. Good luck for the practice, and that's it for the chapter. See you again. Bye-bye.